Okay, you reached the final video. Congratulations. Now we're going to talk about a concept. It's very simple and it's happening in your life every minute of every day. The concept is called exponential. Exponential growth, to be exact. Now, I'm going to go through exponential and how it relates to four very specific things. But it happens in anything that can be digitized, anything that can be represented in ones and zeros. But specifically for your business, from a marketing standpoint, from a targeting standpoint, these four things are going to change marketing. They are every day, every single day, going to change marketing. Now, here they are. They're sensors, and I'll explain that in a minute. Networks, infinite computing, and machine learning. Now, a sensor is a device that detects information like temperature, vibration, radiation, or behavior. URL navigation, keyword search, campaign response behavior, social media behavior, mobile behavior, buying behavior, content consumption, transaction behavior. Now, we do behavioral targeting. How do we get all that behavior in? We bring in over 20 billion pieces of behavior every single day. But because we do this on a people-based way, meaning we know who they are, we have their identity, we resolved their identity, then that behavior that we collect enables us to find the patterns of previous drivers. Now, that's a video for another time. So I want to tell you that sensors, when they're connected to networks, that network allows you to transmit that data. Now think about the information that a sensor collects. Right now today, we're in over a 15 billion sensor economy. Now Gartner, one of the largest consulting companies in the world, and they're not the only one, that within the next 3 years, by 2020, we will be in a trillion sensor economy. As far as networks are concerned, the biggest companies in the world are building networks. Google, Facebook, companies like Qualcomm, XPRIZE. That means you're going to be able to collect information anywhere and pass it along a line of a network and be able to plug that into infinite computing. Computational power that is both abundant and powerful. And it's available through companies like Amazon, through companies like IBM, and companies like ours that now have infinite computing, which we do through all our contracts. Which means is when you have abundant and powerful, it becomes near free. The cost goes down. Then you add in machine learning, which we're going to cover in a second. Now, all machine learning is a system that can learn from data. It learns from information. The data teaches the computer. That's all it is. The information teaches the machine learning, teaches the machine. You feed that data, that information into an algorithm, a math formula. Now, for us, that's a training sample in machine learning language. It's a training sample. Our training sample is the behavior, the chronological behavior that led up to that hire. So all of that research that they're doing, visiting your webpage, all the behavior that happens leading up to a hire, we take that individual hire or that individual conversion and we feed it into an algorithm, the AI, the artificial intelligence. So we operate in well over 15 billion sensors, and all that data comes to us via networks in real time. And it's processed by infinite computing. That's damn near free. We feed that into machine learning, and we feed that chronological behavior that led up to that hire. Now imagine, if you did that for one prospect, you wouldn't learn very much. But if you had the ability to do it for hundreds or even thousands, what the machine learning algorithm does is it allows us to predict who's in market by analyzing all of that data. The buying behavior or the hiring behavior. The 25 billion pieces of behavior we bring in every day. The navigation behavior, keyword search behavior comes to us in real time, and we feed it in there and we look for the pattern. So if one person buys, that's not really a pattern. But if you can overlay 50, 100, 200, 1,000 chronological paths to purchase or hire, the algorithm, the machine learning, finds the pattern. Now, here's where the real magic is happening in the world. Not just us. Most people think in terms of linear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I tell you to take 30 linear steps, you're going to be at 30. So when I was in high school, I had a Sony Walkman. You couldn't look at a Sony Walkman and envision an MP3 player. You couldn't do it. I had linear thinking, so I didn't see the dramatic change. In those days, products changed, but the new product retained about 90 to 95% of the previous product. Not in today's world. In today's world, technology has gone exponential. Anything that can be represented in a 1 or a 0 jumps on the exponential growth curve of 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and it just keeps going. So if I asked you to take 30 exponential steps, you'd be over 1 billion. So anything that becomes digitized enters that same exponential growth, and we see that in computing. So anything that can be represented in 1s and 0s, from music to biotechnology or behavior, is exponential. For us, that's everything. Every day, more and more sensors are coming online. Bigger and better networks are being produced. So when you hear the term Internet of Things, all we're talking about is the growth of sensors and networks. The future of sensors and networks. That's all we're talking about. The Internet of Everything, IoT, that's all we talk about. That's all we need. A sensor is a device that detects information and is connected to a network. It transmits that information. A single piece of data, a single piece of information, when added to other pieces of information, it creates insight. In our business, the information we get is maybe a URL level research, a keyword search, and we connect those two pieces. We have greater insight than we do if we only look at one. Now, what if we look at hundreds? So every day, we bring in 25 billion pieces of behavior. They're connected to an identifier for that prospect. And we're able to look at all the behavior and match it up against the buying or hiring behavior of previous hires. What we call our conversion profile. Now, we bring in this 25 billion in real time every day. So the number one question I get is Tim, how do you do all that? We buy it. We buy raw data events. We buy it, it's for sale. That's why people are building so many sensors. The economic value of doing so connected to a network, and now you've got a world of businesses who want to buy it. So through our company, you're going to be able to know when your prospects are actively pursuing the purchase of the job or the outcome that you're selling them. Now, the Internet of Things, if you're not doing this with us, you need to be doing this. You need to be using sensors and networks. Here's the deal. You'll never in a million years be able to do what we're doing because you couldn't build this technology unless you had millions of dollars and years to develop it. No disrespect, but you couldn't do it. It's complicated, and besides, this is what we do every single day. So when you get on the phone with us, we're already doing this. We're doing this for Fortune 500 companies down to the one-man business. Now, in every aspect of our relationships, they're based on time-tested principles. Now, all this technology is super cool and super sexy, but it's based on principles. We build a relationship before we sell. We develop trust because it's at the heart of every relationship. We do it better simply because we can do the principles that are proven to convert better and using this technology. Now, I'm not here to tell you that technology is why we're better. We're better because of the way we use this technology to carry out time-tested, proven principles that convert. Now, it's cool to talk about all this stuff, but outside of the basic principles of conversion, helping solve people's problems, communication, that's what it's all about. Communicating first, having conversations, educating, developing a relationship, building trust. All of those things can be done using sensors and networks. And when you get on the phone with us, if we haven't already explained it to you in the last 3 videos, we're more than happy to keep walking you through it and how we do this. Now, what it allows us to do is this. Now, when you look at your marketplace, now take a good look at this marketplace. I'm going to ask you a question here in a second, and I want you to tell me, really take a good look at it. Imagine having to answer this question. How many were red? Now, you see, if I ask you that question, you could guess because there weren't a lot of people on that page. But what if there were 50,000 people on that page? What if there were 500,000 people? What if there were 5 million people? Could you guess then? And do you want to guess? You don't want to guess. Here's the answer to the question. You don't know. That's the answer. Tim, I don't know. But now that you know the question, if I showed it to you again, it would be easy for you to know. And why is that? Because now you know what you're looking for. When you know what you're looking for, you can count them. You can figure it out. It wouldn't matter if there were 5 million people on it. It wouldn't matter if there were 50 million people. That's what this technology allows us to do. The color red represents the prospects that are actively pursuing the position that you're trying to fill. They're actively pursuing the outcome you deliver. Their motivation is what you offer. What this technology allows us to do is to first identify the red shirt, which is identifying the behavior. And when you're collecting 25 billion pieces of behavior, and you know these people by name, all you have to do is feed it into the computer with machine learning, which is what we do and why we're able to build a profile. We would know that when we look at this page, we're not looking for blue, we're not looking for green, we're not looking for gold, we're looking for red, and that's all that matters. So what we do, we take those red shirts, those prospects, those high probability prospects, and we only target the red, the needles, not the haystack. And at every level, whether we provide in-market leads and funnel leads, whether we bring those leads to Google and Facebook and ask for lookalike matches, which is something we'll go over when you talk to us, we're going to go through all of this. This is not our last conversation. You're going to have the ability through our company to find every prospect that is looking for the product and service, in your case, the job that you offer. Now, there are several ways we can help you fill your trucks or even grow your fleet. The first one is to get a new driver, obviously. And this product, our intelligence product, is going to help you do that. It's going to help you do that at the lowest possible acquisition price available today. You're not advertising to the haystack. You're only advertising to the needle. When they get to your website, our technology is going to tell you who is on your website so that you can make a special offer to them to get them that last little bit over the friction level so that they choose the job that you're offering them. There are many different ways that we can help you with all these things, and there's things that we can do. If we got on the phone with you, we can provide these methodologies for you in case you're not doing it now, in order for you to fill your trucks or to grow your lanes or to just build a much larger fleet. And like, say if we were on the phone right now and I asked you, you know what, just for argument's sake, you're at 100 trucks, but you want to get to 200 trucks. You want to get to 500 trucks. And I'd ask you, can you get there with the existing methods you have right now? And you could turn around to me and say, you know what, Tim? Yeah, I'm at 100, and I could probably get to 200, but there's no way I can get to 500. There are things that we can do, that we can help you create new products or new lanes. There's endless possibilities because we're tracking across 5 billion URLs. So as long as the questions are true, do these hires start online? Meaning where they research, and do they visit your website before they're hired? Now, if this is so, I can help you. Now, secondly, if you're a company that's thinking of offering lease purchase or you want to get into a new market, I can help you acquire all these new prospects. I can, because of all the technology that we're utilizing. If you want to take this into new markets, we can take it into new markets. We can help you acquire new companies. Again, there are products and services in here that are existing, and we can help you develop new ones. If those product sales start online, we're going to be able to help you. We bring in 25 billion. Now that's based off 15 billion sensor economy on our way to $1 trillion. We're going to be able to help you. Everything we do is custom. Now here's another thing. You have to get more residual value out of all of your resources. There's dozens upon dozens of resources that your company has and you're not monetizing them. Let's just focus on one for a second. You pay people to come to your website. You pay prospects to come visit your website. You pay and you have a window of opportunity to close them. Maybe it's 4 weeks, maybe it's 6 weeks, maybe it's 10 weeks, but you have limited opportunity. Now, if you use our technology, not only will we make it permanent, but we're going to take that prospect and we're going to go into our behavioral database that we're collecting 25 billion pieces of behavior on a per day basis. And we're going to build out that prospect's chronological path to hire. We're going to do that for every conversion you have. We're going to build an algorithm specifically for every type of driver that you're offering a job to. And through your conversion funnel and what you're offering and your value proposition, using all the technology I've already told you about, it's only going to grow. Sensors are only going to grow. What exponential means is that they're doubling. So think of sensors and networks and infinite computing and AI and exponential technology. Each and every one of them is a tool. If each one of them are growing exponentially, meaning that they're getting faster, when you combine them, there's a concept called the law of acceleration. Basically, we're using faster tools to build faster tools. The current computer that you're on only came into existence because of the previous generation. The tools we're building today are going to build other tools going forward. This is only going to speed up. There's no slowing down. This is a disruptor. Anybody in marketing will tell you. They're going to tell you that you need to be doing people-based marketing if they know what they're talking about. Meaning that you need to be able to recognize the customer or the prospect on all their devices at any marketing platform, online or offline. You need to be using machine learning. Behavioral targeting is going to not only allow you to see people coming, but we're going to tell you where people are going to go. That's what our technology does. We offer 3 ways in which we can help you. We can provide in-market targeting. Now, these are the prospects. Now, you've heard me say this once, probably a dozen times in the last 3 videos, including this one. These are the prospects that are actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell or pursuing the position that you have available. They're actively searching for the outcome. We give it to you in a form and format that allows it to be permanent and for you to control it. It's portable, it's multi-channel, it's multi-touch, multi-device. You can go to Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Amazon, Pinterest, LinkedIn. You could do email, direct mail, outbound calls, mobile. And because you know who they are when they start, it's 100% sales match accountability, which you cannot do with anonymous targeting. Now, if the sale goes offline or the hire goes offline, you have no idea which form of advertising drove that hire. When you start with a manifest by name, you have 100% sales match accountability. Now, there's more, and we'll go over it when we talk, but that's just the basic fundamental of in-market targeting. Now, the next thing is in-funnel leads. If you think our in-market targeting is tight, the in-funnel are the people that are not only actively pursuing, but they're actively pursuing it from you. Truly no better lead in the world. Now you might say, Tim, I can do this with retargeting. No, you can't. It's not permanent. It's not portable. You don't know their name. Therefore, you have no sales match accountability. I've already told you 2 things that you have to have. 2 things that when someone renders a yes, you have to be top of mind and you have to be in a relationship. If you own and control the targeting, then you own and control the amount of conversations, when they start, where they take place. You're going to be able to do this at a lower cost than your competitor. The last and most important is you're going to do a Google and Facebook lookalike match. A Google and Facebook lookalike match. You're going to be able to upload the in-market, but better, you should upload the in-funnel. You're going to be able to go to that platform, and they're not the only ones. That's just 2 of the big ones right now today. Amazon is allowing you to do this soon, and LinkedIn will also be allowing you to do this soon. And there's other ones that you're going to be able to do this with that are coming online in the very near future. But right now, the big boys on the block are Google and Facebook. Now I'll go backwards for a second. Imagine you uploaded a list of people to Google and Facebook. That's what they look like. All different kinds of behaviors. You want them to find the people that are red. They'd be lost and confused. But if you only advertise by uploading only the reds, red representing the hiring behavior, what Google will do, what Facebook will do, they're going to look at the keywords, they're going to look at everything that they searched, and they're going to find people outside of our 200 plus million. By the way, it's on its way to 250 million. We're already in test on this, and I can't give you a time frame, but just to give you an idea of the type of company we are. We don't stand on our laurels. We're going to keep grinding and keep getting better. That's the only way to survive in a structural change. It's called dynamic value. Speed is the new big. It's going to continue to evolve, and if you're not with a company that has the mentality and the mindset and the understanding of exponential technology that doubles, your cell phone has gotten faster. The speed at which it's gotten faster has gotten faster. That's exponential technology. When you multiply the tools, the sensors, the networks, the computing, the machine learning, they're all exponential. They're all exponential technologies. The law of acceleration. We're building faster tools to build faster tools. So when we upload this to Google or Facebook, it's more powerful than anything you can do. We're telling them exactly who to target with our ad dollar. Of all the things that we offer you, if you do this off the in-funnel leads that we provide, and you go up and ask them for a lookalike match of the people who are not only actively pursuing a job, but pursuing it from you, Google and Facebook are going to be able to provide you an incredible targeted lead. You're actually going to be able to out Facebook and out Google, Facebook and Google at their own platform. That's what our results have been to date. Now, I appreciate all the time you're giving me right now, and I'm going to continue to send you more videos if you don't reach out to us, because I don't want to stop educating you. Now, this 4-part series was designed for one reason and one reason only, and that was to educate you. Now, along the way, I hope you've come to find out that not only are we knowledgeable here, but we care about our customers. So I'm going to leave you with a definition. Whether you buy from us or you buy from someone else, make sure that they do all the things we talked about. But most importantly, make sure that they understand the definition of the word client. The definition of the word client means under the protection of. If you become our client, if we're so lucky to get you as a client, we will protect you. That means, as I said in the very first video, I'm not your friend, I'm here to help. I'm here to protect you. And what that means to us is that we're going to tell you what you need to do, not because we're hoping to get your account. We don't tell you what you want to hear. You're coming to us because of our level of experience and expertise. We're going to protect you. This is what you need to do to be successful in 2018 and the years to come. This is what you need to be leveraging, not because I say so, but because this is the way it's being done, and it's only going to get more competitive. Our mission and purpose is to relentlessly develop and deliver the best in-market, in-funnel, lookalike, targeted lead possible. We do that because by collecting and analyzing the largest, most diverse, real-time buying behavior, we provide those in-market, in-funnel, and lookalike match leads in the single best form and format that will allow our clients the greatest leverage, the greatest advantage, and the greatest utilization, meaning it needs to convert. It needs to convert. It's simple. All these tools are here to help you convert. Now, we do this for all of our clients. We do this to protect our clients for one reason and one reason only, to successfully compete for profitable sales in today's marketplace, which is hyper competitive. It's hyper competitive because it's data driven. It's 15 billion sensor economy on its way to 1 trillion. You need protection from that. Now, you can ignore that and say, Tim, that sounds all like hype to me. I hope that you can at least give us 15 minutes on the phone, and I promise 2 things. I won't take more than 15 minutes unless you want me to be there. And I'll continue to educate you even further than we already have. Now, I want you to have a great day, and I really hope I hear from you soon. And if I don't hear from you, I'm going to continue to educate. So I hope you don't opt out of getting these videos. So again, I thank you for all your time. I hope to speak to you soon, and have a wonderful day. Take care now.